Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the tail end of the 2023 EPT Paris. The main event is down to 5 players and we're playing down to a winner tomorrow. Let's have a look at who is at the final table and what went down at the festival. They played down to the final 5 players in the main event. The plan was to play until the end of level 30 if we had 6 or fewer players remaining, and it was very unfortunate for the 6th place finisher, but we are now down to 5 and all are guaranteed over 300,000 euros already, but all of them are playing for, of course, the first place prize of 1.17 million euros. Let's have a look at who is at the final table. In C1, we have the Frenchman Fabrice Bigot. He has 9.625 million and he is one of the jewel stories in this main event. Fabrice had his first recorded cash according to Hand Mob in July 2021, where he won a tournament in, you guessed it, Paris. In C2, we have Henry Casper. Henry is the short stack at the final table currently, with all players between 9 and 60 million. Henry has 1.7 million. There's a lot for him to do tomorrow, but of course, you know the saying, all you need is a chip and a chair. In C3, we have UK's Brian Delaney with 10.4 million chips. Delaney has only a couple cashes on his Hand Mob page, of which one is from a 1k hyper at the start of EPT Paris. Total cashes on his page are less than a buy-in for this event, so the 300,000 euros that he's guaranteed are huge for him already. In seat 4, we have Peter Jürgner. Peter has 10.7 million chips in the middle of the pack along with Fabrice and Brian, and he as well has only 4 recorded cashes according to the Hand Mob, totaling $16,000, of which as well one of those cashes came, just like Brian Delaney, from a cash at the EPT Paris Festival. And then in seat 5 we have Raz Van, the chip leader at the table, 16.1 million chips. He has 14 cashes on his Hand Mob, but of which 13 are in his home country of Romania. All of these players are of course eyeing that top prize of 1.17 million, and we know someone is going home with that top prize, because you can check in the video up here that you can't make deals in France. Now let's have a look at a couple of the other events that went down here at EPT Paris. We have a probably record-breaking final table performance by Teun Mulder in the second 25k no limit hold'em tournament here. He managed to reach the final table and then eliminate all 6 of his opponents within 30 minutes. That's a pretty decent hourly at the final table, and what an amazing performance by the Dutchman. Another player with a 25k victory is Chris Brewer, but that is not his only win here in Paris. He also took down the EPT super high roller of 50,000 euros for a career best score of 960,000 euros, which is more than $1 million for his first 7-figure score in US dollars.
I feel like I play high enough stakes. It wasn't like $1 million score, it was like some milestone thing, because just by like playing stuff, I'm gonna do it eventually. But it still feels very good to, mainly just to win. Like that's the big thing, I think. It's the winning the event. That's all I want to do, is just win stuff.
Now that we're about to wrap up EPT Paris, we are already looking ahead at, of course, EPT Monte Carlo. On April 26th, we are starting the festival with the 1k FPS main event, and then on the 30th of April, we are starting with the 5k main event. For the full schedule, check out PokerStars, and of course, for all the latest updates and news, make sure to check out PokerNews.com.